I'm YZ. I transformed myself from a state of serious social anxiety to becoming absolutely social. And in this video, I'll share with you my story of rise from social isolation to social confidence. In March 2022, I was in the worst state of my whole entire life. Cold sweats in air-conditioned rooms, no one believing in me, betrayal from multiple friend groups, skinny as shit, insecure, and I was gonna retain this year. I was so disappointed and disgusted with who I exactly was on a daily basis that every single day, head drooped downwards, walking across the classroom aisles, and just feeling so utterly disappointed with who I exactly was because I could not make a single amount of eye contact without having cold sweat just dripping down my back once again, further emphasizing how much of an absolute loser I felt. Every single day, I felt like I was stuck in the spiral of constant isolation, constantly doubting myself of who I exactly was. And there were so many days where I looked at myself and just thought what it would be like to have social freedom, what it would be like to become the person who can finally speak to people without umming and ahhing, what it would be like to finally be able to express my thoughts so freely. But it seems like that day never came. I was heavily addicted to porn, video games, social media, and was so addicted to the fact which every single day I was jacking off to girls which I can't even meet in real life. Think about how messed up this is. Every single day, I come back from school, first thing I do, doom scroll while eating junk food and just fantasizing over girls which I can't even meet at all. Because I just feel so utterly disappointed with myself that I can't even speak to a single individual without thinking I'm an absolute loser. It'll be jackathon after jackathon, feeling so utterly disgusted with who I exactly am. I was constantly manipulated by my best friend because I didn't even have any self-respect from myself. Imagine this, he's asking you to do things which you don't even want to do and you still do it because you just want to please him, because you're so afraid of losing this one person. But this one person's constantly telling you you're a piece of shit, you're a loser, and you're still doing it anyway. I lost my crush to another guy and I was still texting her every single day, hoping that I would get her back, even when I saw that she posted on her Instagram that she was going out with that guy at night, holding hands. And I just thought, oh yeah, they just must be good friends, yeah. And I still remember that one day, which I looked at her Instagram. She had a story, 1 month anniversary. Felt like an absolute slap to my face as I sat down there on the floor crying. Still texting her, oh, when's the wedding? Feeling so utterly disappointed with who I exactly was. Every single day, I'm walking around the school compounds, cold sweat dripping down, when someone looks at me. I'm running away from physical education lessons, giving the excuse that I'm so tired, giving the excuse that I don't feel well. All because I do not want a single social interaction with others. In the library is where I escape from all of the endless suffering, and as a single individual walks by me, cold sweat still drips down my back. I feel so disappointed within myself. Every single day, once I come back from school, it's just jacking off, eating shit junk food, sleeping late while fantasizing over girls, and just crying myself to sleep. Because I don't even know if I'll survive the next day. I don't even know what my life will be like the next day. I'm constantly overthinking what every single person thinks about me because I didn't have any self-respect for myself. I always needed external validation to prove who I exactly am to the world because I felt like I lacked it for so many years of my life. Every single day. Imagine cold sweats in air-conditioned rooms. When I'm sleeping, my whole bedsheets are soaked because I'm so afraid of surviving the next day. And this continued for 6 whole months, where I saw a therapist every single day. I spoke to so many people. I tried everything in my power. Meditation, journaling, speaking to other people, my parents, friends, loved ones. And sure, they tried, but none seemed to ever understand the exact pain and suffering which I was feeling. And I felt so lost. I felt so depressed. And not a single person was there to stand by my side. I felt like every single close friend I had all just vanished as I looked at myself and just felt so disgusted with who I was. The suffering continued for 6 whole months until September 2022 at 1 AM, where I looked at myself in the bathroom mirror with bloodshot eyes. Parents all asleep. Everyone's all asleep. I'm cleaning up after a whole entire jackathon after jacking off to the most messed up porn anyone has ever seen. Just to overstimulate myself because I just feel so lonely about my existence. I looked away from the mirror because I can't even stand to see my pimpled, oily, skinny ass within the mirror. Because I did not see a human. I saw a goblin staring right back at my very soul. I still remember all of the emotions of 18 years just all over consumed me. Anger, sadness, jealousy, guilt. And I still remember how I was just laughing about it, saying, "This is impossible, man." I looked at myself once again in the bathroom mirror after turning away and thought about the amount of things which went wrong in my life. Because it always seems like something is going wrong. It always seems like there's always something that happened. At that point, I literally pulled the mirror by my side. I went nearer to the mirror and I only had 2 choices. One, to give it every single bit of myself to destroy the crippling social anxiety which I have been feeling for so many years of my life. Or to just die trying doing so. At that point, there was so much pain and so much suffering going on that I decided to put my life on the line to destroy it once and for all. And every single day, it sucks. It sucks when you know you're not socially blessed. It sucks when you know that you came from rock bottom. It sucks when you know there wasn't anyone believing in you. But it was so important for me to keep on pushing, giving more of myself, deciding that I had enough of living this state of crippling social anxiety suffering from the rest of my whole entire life. I hated my life so much that I told myself, even if I sacrifice my life, at least I died trying rather than never trying at all. Every single day, it was speaking to a camera. Every single day, it was going out there speaking to more people for hours on end to develop the positive self-talk which I needed to get out of such horrendous states of reality. I made such a strong regimentation to change my whole entire life around. Because what I'm doing is like a D- student applying for Harvard. It's just impossible. Like, not a single person feels like doing the amount of things that I felt like I'm supposed to do. There was like more than 100 things which I had to do to even become a normal human being. There was so much. I was like, this is impossible, man. And during those moments, there were so many people just talking shit, saying, "You can't do it, you never do it, you just remain a loser, it's so bad to go to the gym." But it's during this moment which I asked myself, what's the ethos that I stand? Who do I want to be? Why am I working so hard? Why on earth does God throw me on this earth and give me such a shit hand? It was because it was for me to prove to myself that I can create my own destiny, that I can become the person I'm meant to be, that I can destroy the crippling social anxiety which I have been feeling for so many years of my life. Every single day, it was hitting the gym, eating clean, having a good sleep schedule, journaling, meditating, loads of self-reflection, so many self-talks, constantly learning, watching podcasts, deciding to train up, socializing. And it sucks when you know that you were not blessed. But I realized one thing which I've been neglecting for so many years of my life. Being true to myself and my values. For so long of my life, I was just so reliant on what other people thought of me. For so long of my life, I was so reliant on just the judgment of others. But I had enough of living in such states of reality that I had to change my whole entire life around. And every single day, my routine was waking up, brushing my teeth, cold shower, hitting the gym, hitting the gym, coming back home, socializing, speaking to a camera, reading up, trying to study to even pass that grade, working out, running. And it was insane. Where every single day I asked myself, why on earth are you even doing this? Why on earth are you doing something which seems impossible? Why on earth do you still push when others told you to quit? It was because I realized it was none of this. It was not about any of the achievements. It wasn't about the physique, the social validation, the fame, none of this. The only one thing which was important was living up to the living, breathing ethos of 100%. Never quitting, constantly striving for more, improving, being a good person, helping others, and wanting the best for others. Because I do not believe that if I genuinely gave it every single bit of myself, that it's impossible to destroy this state of crippling social anxiety for the rest of my whole entire life. And during those moments, I felt the most alone. Because I felt like there was not a single person who truly understood the exact pain and suffering. And there were so many days, man. I looked at myself and so wished that there was someone there to tell me what I exactly had to do to get out of this bad state in life. But there seems to be no one. But when times get hard, times get difficult, you can't rely on anyone else apart from yourself. Because you are the creator of your own life, force, and destiny. Every single day, socializing for hours, doing the hard, difficult things. And soon I became better and better, but it sucks. It sucks knowing that there was so much suffering that had to be done. It sucks when you know you were not blessed. But it's going through the suck and the suffering which allowed me to gain better control of my life, which allowed me to destroy the crippling social anxiety, which allowed me to become the person who I'm destined to be through living up to my 100%. 4 months later, I passed that year. I actually gained the physique. I finally passed running. I actually could do push-ups. I could finally do pull-ups. I ate clean, had a good sleep schedule, mainly quit porn, video games, and social media. Finally could speak to people without stuttering, was speaking to girls, was getting attraction from girls. And it was all true. One fundamental ethos. 100%. And it's during this moment where so many people just came up to me and they just say, how do you do it? It's none of this any fancy bullshit, but it's about you and what you choose to stand for. Because every single day if you decide to give it every ounce of yourself, it is inevitable that you would win. I guarantee it. I know how hard and how difficult it is to destroy your social anxiety, which you have been feeling for so many years of your life. And how many people just think you're overthinking, or they think that you're just faking it till you make it. But I'm here to tell you one thing. Never give up. Constantly improve. Decide to push from the comfort to the discomfort zone. And that's where you get better. That's where you're able to become the person who you're meant to be, no matter how difficult the road is. You can believe in yourself. You can be your best. Trust me. 100%. Keep on improving. Keep on learning. Be a good person. Help other people. Decide to never quit no matter how difficult the road is. And the gods will reward you. And you will destroy the crippling social anxiety which you have been feeling for so many years of your life. The thing is, you're special for watching this video. Because it was transcended to you. To prove that it's possible to destroy your social anxiety. Because you can give your life a second chance. It's time for hope, man. To start believing that you can do it once and for all. It's your responsibility to change your life. It's not your fault that you've been feeling this crippling social anxiety for so many years of your life. But there's always a way to change it. There's always a way to say, you know what, I had enough of the pain and suffering. It's time to get out of it. Through deciding to get out there and to be more social. And as always, watch this video right here where I'll be teaching you how to say hi to any girl, anytime, with no stress. And how you can do it too. The action, bro. Cheers.